don't know what you're talking about there. And yes, he had a wife that was young. He also had a wife that was 35 and he was 20 something. He had wives that were older than him, and he had a young wife too. But back in those times, the difference is that if we're going to judge ancient times with modern sensitivities, it's going to be like, you're going to be like, oh, this is bad, this is bad. Well, also, the Virgin Mary, how old was she when she had Jesus? If we're really going to judge about ages, we have to understand that God gave Mary the seed of Jesus, as you say, Jenny, when she was between the ages of 12 and 13 years old. So, if it is true that we should see ages like how we see them now, where now in modern times it's like you're 18. If you're under 18, then oh my God, you're a child, you can't be touched and everything. But back then, that's not how things were. Back then, you were a woman or you were a man once you hit puberty. When a woman got her first blood, she was a woman. That's how they saw it, because that was the only marker that they had to say a woman versus a child. So, a woman got her first blood, now she is a woman, or a little girl gets her first blood and now she's a woman. The boys, I don't I don't know what would be with the boys. I think it's puberty, or if the I don't really know. I don't even want to guess, okay? Because I'm not I'm not down there with little boys. I don't know. But I know for women, it was judged by the period. The period was a sign of you being a woman. So, in our case, we have marriages that were, to us today with our modern sensitivities, we would say she was too young. But I would also think that the Virgin Mary was too young when she had Jesus. I would think that that's a little kid to me. That's our modern sensitivities, because we weren't living in those times where a lot of people died at 20, a lot of people died early. So I don't I don't really have those same sensitivities when you talk about ancient ages. Today's world, yeah. Today, with our modern sensitivities, it's a bad age.
Jenny?
Um, well, for one, we don't know what Mary's age was when she conceived. The Bible never says that she was 12 or 13 years old. So,
You can look it up. You can look it up. It has been already dated. They said that she was between 12 and 14 when she birthed Jesus.
well, I have no reason to believe that because it's not documented in the Bible. So I'm not going to believe something about God that's not documented in the Bible. And so that's speculation. And secondly, the Bible talks about when a girl becomes a woman, and it says that she must be past the flower of her age. And so that is speaking, the flower is speaking about her period, but it says that she must be past that. And so when a woman is past that, when she's done with puberty, then she's about 16 or 17 years old, not 9 or 12. And so a 16 or 17-year-old is primed and could be somebody's wife and could bear children. But this idea that back in the olden days it was acceptable or permissible for grown men to marry young children is not true. It's always been filthy, and so um, that is something that is a big problem.
Real quick.